Hello students, welcome to my channel GS Maths. Today I am going to start a new topic from class 10, that is areas related to circles. It's a very interesting topic and a new topic for you. Now before I start this topic, I want to share some basics with you, right? Now if somebody asks you what is a circle, how you define it? Let me try. There is a fixed point O. O is a fixed point. P is a moving point. P is a moving point. Then we define circle as the path or a curve traced by a moving point P such that its distance from a fixed point always remains constant. That is, the distance OP is constant. It does not change. Whether the point moves in the anti-clockwise direction or it moves in the clockwise direction. This P point is the moving point. So we define circle as it is the locus of a point P such that the distance of this moving point P from a fixed point always remains constant. Circle is a curve or a path traced by a moving point P such that its distance from a fixed point always remains constant. This distance between O and P is nothing but the radius. This is the basic definition of a circle, right? Now, circle is a locus of a moving point. Locus means the curve or a path traced by a moving point P such that, condition kya hai? Such that its distance from a fixed point O always remains constant. And this distance is called the radius, and the curve traced will be a circle, right? Now, next thing. One term will be there, that is the central angle. It will be there, it will be used in this chapter. Central angle is nothing but, look here, this is say A, O, B. This is the arc. This is called AB is the arc, right? The angle which this arc AB subtends at the center is called the central angle. That is, the angle subtended by arc AB at the center is called central angle. Central angle. Now, next is this. Now, this is a circle, right? This is a circle. The join of any two points A, B or C, D or say E, F. When I join any 2 points on the circle, then AB ya EF ya CD is the chord of the circle, is called the chord. And mind it, the diameter is the longest chord. This is the diameter which passes through the center. Here it is say P and Q. The diameter is the longest chord. Diameter PQ is the longest chord. Right? Now, if it is like this, a line which cuts the circle at 2 points, it is called secant, right? Now, if a line touches the circle at a single point, then this is called a tangent, right? How we define a chord? The join of 2 points on a circle is called a chord. The diameter is the longest chord. A line which intersects the circle at 2 points is called a secant. A line which touches the circle at only 1 point, that line is called a tangent, right? These were some few basics which you must know. Now I will discuss the formulas now, which will be used in this chapter. Now, one more thing before I write down the formulas. This is OAB. This is called the minor sector. And the remaining portion, this portion is called the major sector. AB is the minor arc, then OPB is the major arc. AB, minor arc, and APB is the major arc. This angle is the central angle, that is theta, right? This is the major sector, this is the minor sector, this is minor arc, this is the major arc. Now, let me tell you about the minor and the major segment. It is like this. This thing. This is a chord AB, right? This is the minor segment. This is the major segment. Right? These are few basics which you must know before starting off this chapter right away. Right? Now I will write few formulas which will be used in this chapter. Now the very first formula. All of you must be knowing this, that area of circle is pi r square, right? Then circumference, or we call it as perimeter of circle is 2 pi r, right? Now similarly, if it is a semicircle, this is the center O, this is the center O. Now perimeter of a semicircle, is length of this half of the circumference, that is pi r, plus this is the radius 2r. This is perimeter of the semicircle, right? Then area of semicircle, this will be obviously half of this, that is pi r square by 2. Remember these things. Area of the circle, all of you know, is pi r square. Circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. If it's a semicircle, then perimeter of a semicircle is pi r plus 2r. Area of the semicircle is pi r square by 2. Now, third one is, say if there is a ring like this. This is small radius. This is the outer radius, that is the bigger radius of the bigger circle, right? Then O is the center. Area of this shaded portion, area of this shaded portion है area of the ring. Area of the ring is area of the outer circle, pi r square with a capital R, minus pi r square, area of the inner circle. Pi is common, r square minus of r square. This is area of the ring. I'm sure you must have got the things now, right? Now, more formulas to come up. Area of the minor segment, area of the major segment, area of the minor sector, area of the major sector, and so on. Now look here. Next is this. This is O, A, B. It is this. It is this. Right? I need, say, length of the minor arc. Length of minor arc. That is length of the minor arc AB. Right? It is, the angle is theta. It's theta by 360 into 2 pi r. This is length of the minor arc. Now say length of the major arc ACB. Length of major arc. Length of major arc. This is equal to, if this is theta, then the remaining angle will be 360 degrees minus theta. So length of the major arc is 360 minus theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. This is length of the major arc, right? Length of the minor arc is theta by 360. You understand this? This is the minor arc. This is the major arc. ACB is the major arc. Its formula is 360 minus theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. This is the formula for the arcs, major one and the minor one. Now, same background, the same figure. This is the minor sector. OAB is the minor sector. Now area of minor sector, is theta upon 360 degrees into pi r square, right? Then area of the major sector, area of major sector will be, say, this APB. Yeah, we can write OAPBO. OAPBO. This is the major sector. It will be 360 minus theta divided by 360 into pi r square. This is area of major sector. Area of minor sector is theta upon 360 into pi r square. Area of major sector is 360 minus theta upon 360 into pi r square. This is the major sector, that is OAPBO. This one. Area of the major sector, right? This is the minor sector. So we can calculate different parameters or different things by using the formulas, respective formulas. Now, one more thing I want to ask you, or I can tell you this. Now, what is the distance covered by a wheel in one revolution? Look, it's a wheel of a car, of a truck, or any other vehicle. Its radius is r. Now, in one rotation, distance covered by wheel in one rotation is equal to its circumference of wheel, that is 2 pi r. Remember this, right? What is the distance covered by wheel in one rotation? It is equal to the circumference of the wheel, that is 2 pi r, or circumference of a circle. Wheel in the form of a circle, its shape is a circle with a radius r, right? So distance covered by wheel in one rotation, your one revolution, is equal to its circumference. Now we will start with the problem sums based on this chapter, right? Say, let me correlate the things with the formulas with these numerical problems now. Now the first problem sum which I would like to do with you is this. Find the area of circle. Question is this. A very basic question. Question is, if the perimeter of a semicircle, question number 1, if the perimeter of a semicircular protractor, if the perimeter of a semicircular protractor is 30 centimeter, is 36 centimeter, then find the diameter of the protractor. Let me correct the spellings. Right. Now, we draw this figure like this. It's a semicircle. Semicircular protractor is, the perimeter is given to you. That is, we wrote this formula. If this is the radius, then perimeter of protractor is pi r plus 2r. The perimeter is given to us as 36 equals to pi. If the perimeter of the semicircular protractor is 36, find the diameter of the protractor. Radius must be given to us. The perimeter of a semicircular protractor, find the diameter of this. Okay. Now, pi plus 2 into r. I can take out this. Now, 36 upon pi plus 2 is equal to the radius of the protractor. Now, what will be the diameter? This is the diameter. This is the diameter, right? So, diameter is equal to r plus r, that is 2r. So, diameter will be, diameter is 36 pi plus 2 multiplied by 2. Diameter is twice the radius. Diameter is 2 times the radius. Now 72 upon pi plus 2 centimeters is the answer. Right? It was a semicircle. Perimeter of the semicircle which we wrote was pi r plus r, that is 2r. So perimeter of the protractor was given to us as 36 and pi plus 2 into r. R is common, so I get pi plus 2. This is the radius. Now what should be the diameter? The diameter is twice the radius. Just multiply the radius with 2, you get 72 upon pi plus 2 centimeter is the diameter of this protractor. This was the first question. Now, second question from this chapter. Remember the formulas, revise the formulas which I have written, the terms which are used, semicircle or say semicircular protractor or any other figure, major segment, minor segment, then minor sector, major sector. Remember the formulas, how to find the areas and how to find length of the major or minor arc. Now, the very next question is, find the area of a circle whose circumference is 66 centimeter. The circumference is 66 centimeter. I need to find the area of the circle. Now, from here, circumference is given to us, that is 2 pi r. Let r be the radius of the circle. Let r is the radius of the circle. Now 2 pi r is given to us as 66, right? So r equals to 66 divided by 2 pi. That is 33 by pi. We got the radius. Now we need the area of the circle. Area is pi radius square. That is pi into 33 by pi. Its square. That is pi 33 square divided by pi square. Pi with pi goes. I get 33 square divided by pi is, say it was in centimeter, so area is centimeter square. This is the area of the required circle with circumference as 66 centimeter. Now, the last question which I will do is the formula of the ring will be applied over here. Area of the ring or the circumference. Look here. Question is, a circular path 42 meters in diameter has a path 3.5 meter running round on its outside, right? Let me draw the figure. The diameter of this is 42. Diameter given is 42 centimeter. That means the radius is 21 centimeter. Radius is 21 centimeter. And he says कि 3.5 meter path, 3.5 meter path runs around, it was 42 meters, not centimeters. 3.5 meters wide path runs around the path. Find the cost of graveling the path at rupees 20 per meter square. Rupees 20 per meter square. Now, the radius is 21 meters, the width is 3.5 meters. Now look, this is the small radius, right? The outer radius will be 21.0 plus 3.5. This is 24.5 is the capital radius, that is the bigger outer radius. I need to find the area of this. Use the formula of the ring. So area of the path is pi capital R square minus R square. That is 22 by 7. Put the value of pi R square. Capital R square is 24.5 square minus 21 square, right? It is 22 by 7, 24.5 plus 21 and 24.5 minus 21. This becomes 22 by 7 multiplied by 21, that is point, and 5, 45.5 multiplied by 21 subtracted 5, 3, 3.5. Now we can solve this by just cutting out the things. So we will get the answer as 500.5 meters square. 500.5 meters square. This is the area of this shaded portion area of the path. Now the cost of graveling, the path, total cost. Now the rate given was rupees 20 per meter square. Now my area is 500.5 meters square. Just multiply this. 20 multiplied by 500.5. Take 10 out of here, it goes. That is 5, 10, 0 and 10. It is this much is the cost. 10,010 rupees is the cost of your graveling this path along the, which was surrounding the park, whose diameter was 42 meters. This is how we solve the questions based on area related to the circles. These were few basic things which I told you. These are few sums which I have solved. In my next lecture, we are going to go further into it, solve many sums from this very chapter. Till then, watch this video. Try to remember the formulas which I have discussed. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.